Alright, making this video for this tech which I first introduced in Impossible 2. So this tech, before anyone clicks off the video quickly when I say tech, does not require any weird keyboards input. In fact, you can do this without using your keyboard, any movement keys or anything on the keyboard. It's just about aiming. So if I go into this, I don't hold any keys down at all. I can just aim at a wall and get effect from this. But so yeah, and to name this, I for now decided to name this Zips because yeah, I don't have any better names and I'm too lazy to think up something else because someone was stupid enough to name the worst tech in the game Magnets, which otherwise would have been the perfect name for this. So yeah, that's about it. If you have a better suggestion for name, please come up with it, though let's avoid the name Magnet because it carries such a bad idea from the Magnet tech. But yeah, let's go. What is this tech? So this here is the red you see is the back side, and this doesn't have an effect. Where on here is the blue side I make, so you can see where they are. This is a kind of a ladder wall, except very aware with ladder. So if I jump into this, I can just go through it if I aim straight at it. Whereas if I aim backwards, I stick to this wall, and you stick to this as long as you aim it. You can stick to this and then look away, and you stop sticking to it. So it's all about aiming. The reason I had this zip name for it is because you kinda, if you aim correct, you can zip along it, get it kinda, the game pushes you forward like that. So to explain this push effect, this is not actually the game giving you any speed. It's the same as if you have a door that moves into the player so you get pushed out. You don't actually gain any speed by stuff like that. Just the game moves the player along. So that's it, and at the same time as the player gets moved along by this zip effect, you can generate speed normally as if you were the air, but that you're also stuck on one angle, so you don't actually move in all directions. You just move along this, but you can still build speed, and you can build speed away from the wall. So you can be on this wall and strictly speaking have speed generating exact opposite direction. But yeah, that's about it for the basic this stick effect. So if you look at this, you stick along, happens when you're aiming along this wall. So if you aim not enough angle, you just go through it. If you aim too much angle, you stick to it, but you don't really gain any zip effect from it. But if you aim along it well, you gain this huge speed boost. Or it's not speed, that's the tricky part, because as you go along this wall you move faster, but as soon as you off it, that speed goes away. So better to not call it speed, though it's very easy to wanna do that. But yeah, that's about it. So the trick about this is to risk your angle, so you're as close as possible to the angle where you generate speed, or not generate speed, but as you get that zip effect. So is there anything else to go? You don't need to hold any inputs at all, and you can hold any strafe keys or input you want at the same time at this. It doesn't affect this. So you can slide along it though, so you can hold the slide on it, though this seems to not stick as well on it, but yeah. But you don't need to slide on it either. And the whole idea of this is to finding angles, because the perfect angle seems to depend on either, not sure if it depends on, it seems to depend on your speed, and I'm not sure if it depends on just the amount of speed or the angle of where your speed is heading. But yeah, that's about it. You need to, and since at the same time you're on this wall you can generate speed, the main trick to doing good zips is both finding the angle to generate a move along as fast as possible, but also moving into this in a way so your regular aim is stuck in position, so you generate normal airspeed at the same time. But yeah, it's quite simple and should be very intuitive to learn for people, I hope. And it's nothing, it doesn't require any keybind changes or anything, so it's probably the most approachable tech in the game. But yeah, hope this is gonna be fun.